Hey, in this video, I'm going to go into how I make songs. I'm not going to teach you how to use Studio One. You can use any other program, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to go into how I go about making a song. Um, Excuse me. Uh, so just some of the techniques I use and how I get something started. So here we go. I'm going to make a new song. Call it something random. Um, so the first thing I'm going to do is going to make an instrument. Uh, and then I'm just gonna mess around for a while with this instrument, or I'll choose another instrument. See if I find anything that sounds good to me, and then I'll build a song based on that. Um, and so I'm just gonna do that for a while. I'll catch up with you guys in a sec. Okay, so I found something I liked, so I'm just gonna record that. Let's go into the notes. Okay, now for the second part. So this is sounding like when I first played, I wanted to go here. Um, and that's just, I think it's because it's what sounds natural to me. Um, I'm not sure how that happened, but um, I think it's come from just a lot of music I've listened to. And I also knew where to go because I've been playing by ear on the piano a lot for a long time. Um, Doing that helps you recognize some common chord progressions and also learn what different chords sound like. Um, so this melody is following a chord progression from C. Oh wait, let's see if I can. I'm gonna put this so I can play more notes at once. C to F. So it's like. Oh, whoops. Well, that was a mess up, but I kind of like that. Anyway, um, so yeah, I'm just gonna play that next part then. And I think I want to have that to loop around again. It sounds like it should go back to where it started now. It sounds complete. So I'm just gonna duplicate that section. So that's nice. So we already got a nice intro now. Um, okay, now I think I want it to more instruments to come in, kind of a breakdown. um, so let's get some drums. Now I'm just gonna make a beat. Oh yeah, so I was gonna have like a breakdown before the instruments come in. So I want to go boom boom ka ka ka, and I want it to start quieter, so it comes in gradually. So it's not just like boom 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 right before right when it's like this nice pretty stuff. So it's gotta come in a little soft at first. Okay, so I thought of a beat. Um, I'll do this. Normally I wouldn't. I might have gotten it wrong. This is what I was thinking of. Let's see if it's right. Okay, that was right. It doesn't really matter if you can't get that on your first try. Usually I think of a beat and then I put some notes down where I think it is, and then I'm probably wrong, so you know, fix it up. I mess with it until it sounds like I thought it was. I don't know if we should add any hi-hat. Usually a hi-hat does something consistent. Like it'll play every note, every quarter note, something. That's kind of loud. Anyway, usually do that, or you can do every single 16th note or every 8th note. It really depends what you want. I think I might do every 16th note. That might actually sound good. I'd like to make that a little quieter. One of the fun drum effect I found is having emphasis on certain notes. What I'm doing is I'm making this note really loud and these ones all quiet. So it sounds kind of cool like that. So I want to shorten this because beats can be more repetitive, I've found. Okay, so I'm thinking of the beat now. Matter. That's just what I imagined. Okay, so next thing. And how to imagine things like this, I don't really know. It just sounds like something I've heard before, so I mean it sounds cool. I think of it based off what I've listened to before. I don't know what I want music to sound like. I don't know. I know as you keep going on, especially playing by ear, like sounding at other people's songs or just messing on the piano around with chords on the piano. Chords is a good way to get something going, rather than just trying to play random notes to make them sound and trying to choose the right ones to make it sound good. Usually you can just start with chords and just mess around with that for a long time. So learn the chords, like learn your home chord. If you're in the key of C, that'd be the C chord. Why does that keep coming up? That's weird. And then learn the sixth chord or the relative minor. Then learn the 4 chord and the 5 chord. One good tip: the 5 chord almost always goes at the end of the chord progression back to 1. So like it goes at the end of the cycle. And a really nice chord progression I've always liked is C. I'm saying if you're in the key of C, C, A minor, F, G. And then you can, instead of doing F, you can do a related chord to F, which is D. And then that's G7. Or just the G chord. And then put a 7th on it. Anyway, here I'll pull up this so you can see what I'm doing. So C chord, A chord, F or D. I don't know. Anyway, that's just kind of nice. So before we jump back into this, I just wanted to add more thing. The way I usually mess around like that to figure out how to make good melodies, I would usually just play chords with one hand on the piano, and then I would usually be in the key of C. That way I could just play any white note pretty much with my right hand, and I learned which notes I like to sound, I actually learned where the notes were by ear, so I could think of a melody in my head and play it out better. And I'm not perfect, but it helps. Okay, so let's listen to this song again. See what I think we can add. Okay, let's start with some bass. That's always a good place. Okay. Turn down the volume of that a little bit. So I want to add some ornamentation kind of, and some accompaniment. I don't have any accompaniment. I usually have some kind of ornamentation. By that I mean just some other voice doing its own thing. And then I have some ambience. So that be like one of these pads. Some ambience, just ambient noise. Well, not noise, but chords. I think that's how I want the chord progression to go from now on. I'm just going to play along with this. Alright, let's add more bass to this. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's loop the whole thing. It's kind of cheap to loop, but but you know what? I don't really care a lot of the time. I think it still sounds good. But for people who listen really intensely to music, I think that would matter. I think most people don't. So. Okay, I'm gonna be a little cheap again and make 2 more sections, but this time I'm gonna add some ornamentation. So now I'm just gonna, I don't really know what I want to accompany this with, so I'm just gonna play around. I'm just gonna play around in the same key, which is the key of F for this. Oh wait, no, not the key of F. I'm in the key of C. I'm just gonna play around in the key of C and see what sounds good. So I'm gonna do that for a sec. You know what? Instead of a synth, I'd like to get some other kind of texture. Let's try percussion. Small thumb piano. Okay, so I found a scale that I really like for this. I don't know its exact name. I probably could look it up and put it in the description, but it goes C. So we're in the C key of C. I'll say it in both numbers and the notes. So we're in the key of C. That's C, D, E, G, A, C, or 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. So it sounds kind of nice. I'll just play a little bit, mess around a little bit for you guys. Yeah, so my keyboard's off for some reason, but um, yeah. So I'm just gonna play this and just gonna jam with it for a while. If any of you guys are jazz musicians, um, yeah, that's what I'm doing. um, okay, yeah. So I think I'm just gonna add that, and then I think the song is mostly done for the first section, and I'm not gonna go into the second section because I already have like half an hour of video. I'm gonna definitely gonna cut that down, but here we go. Let's just quantize this baby. Quantize. I don't know why they call it that. It's 'cause it's kind of stupid. I don't know. It's just putting the notes in sync with the music. You know what? I'm feeling I need some more ambience. Let's actually stick some of that on. Yeah, so what I'm doing for that is I'm just playing the bass, the root of the chord, of each chord. So I'm going C, F, C, G. So let's do that. Okay, let's see what that sounds like. See what we have when we merge these two. Okay, I always like to do a couple listens through afterwards. What also really helps is, here, I'll pause that for a second. What also really helps is to come back after a day or two and listen to it. I think that's usually good. But this is good enough for today. So anyway, that's how I make songs. Thanks for watching.